When I think of the #1 wrestler in the world, I think of someone who's beaten the very best of the best. I think of someone who's outworked any opponent that was in front of him who was considered to be top talent. Not just some guy who a magazine says is #1. That shit don't matter. Not some guy that a promoter got behind and said, hey, we're going to push this guy to the moon. We're going to make him our top guy because he does all these cool spots and he does these cool flips. I think people will really like him. What I'm saying is not you, AJ Styles. You see, for years, I had to listen about how great you were. But I always knew better. I knew how protected you were. For years, I've been chasing you, and you've been running while Luke Hawx chases you. The classic game of cat and mouse. Well, I'm tired of chasing, AJ. I'm tired of you running. I'm tired of guys like Bill Barron's protecting you. Now, Bill, I know when you see this video, you're going to get a little pissed off at me. But I really don't give a shit. Because I'm tired of you treating him like he's a baby. AJ's a big boy. He puts on his pants just like everybody else. He don't need you to tell him who he can and cannot wrestle. Now, don't get it twisted, Bill. Because I respect you. I love you for everything you did for me. Hell, anybody that was an NWA Wildside guy, you helped and you did it out the kindness of your heart because you wanted to see us succeed. Guys like Slim J, guys like Iceberg, guys like Todd Sexton, and guys like AJ Styles. You were a father figure to us. Bill, you were a father figure. But you broke the #1 rule in parenting. You see, a parent is never supposed to have a favorite child. He's supposed to treat all his children equally. You don't treat someone different. You don't treat one of your kids better than the rest of us. Now, I know AJ was your golden ticket, your little golden boy, your money maker, so to speak. But what's that mean for us? Does that mean that me and the rest of the guys are just always supposed to get to the back of the line and eat last? While we watch AJ hop his little ass to the front, skip, and always get full before the rest of us? Hell no, because I ain't putting up with that shit no longer. So you let me sleep on your couch, Bill. You helped mold me into the man I am today. You let me come out there and stay with you so I can train and bust my ass to be the best wrestler in the world. While you got AJ protected the whole time, living in this little wrestling bubble where he wrestles his friends, where he's so goddamn protected. And what happens when he steps outside his comfort zone? He hurts several guys. He breaks a few guys' necks. I guess everybody's just supposed to ignore that, right? I guess we're all supposed to forget about how these guys are injured and can't feed their families anymore. AJ, you are not as good as everyone else says you are. You know it. I know it. And I'm here to prove it. And that's why your ass won't step in a ring with me. You're just like that piece of shit Shane Douglas that I called out. He ran from me. You're running from me. I had my problems with Matt Hardy. We damn near killed each other. But when it's all said and done, we shook hands like men and we went our separate ways. I called out Bob Holly for being a bully. Everybody knew that Bob Holly had this reputation for taking advantage of guys, for being stiff, for beating the shit out of guys in the ring. So I called him out and I said, Bob, why don't you come try that with me? Because you're not going to pull that with me. And you know what? Bob was retired. He came out of retirement. He stepped up. he got in the ring with me. We beat each other's ass. And then went home and laughed about it after. But you, AJ, you just keep running. Now you got all your fans that say, AJ, why don't you shut this Luke Hawx guy up? This guy's a nobody. You're better than him. Yeah, AJ, why don't you do it? You know why you won't? Because you can't. You use this excuse, I've heard you say before, you won't wrestle me because it won't draw up money. Well, we both know that's bullshit, AJ. We can prove it. In 2013 and 2014, any place that booked Luke Hawx sold the fuck out. Look at the track record. Average about 1,000 fans a show. When you were TNA's top talent, when you were TNA's golden boy, their top guy, they went to arenas across the U.S. and they struggled to sell a couple hundred tickets, and your ass was on TV every week. So let's say who draws money, AJ. I know you got this outrageous price tag behind you. I know you charge promoters a wicked amount of money. You're just a high dollar whore. But to me, you're my bitch. You see, a few months ago, I said on this radio show that you and I were booked for the same promotion in Winston-Salem, North Carolina this coming April. They had the intentions of putting Luke Hawx and AJ Styles, boom, head to head. Well, now all of a sudden, as time draws near, I'm getting calls from this promoter saying things change, that I'm going to wrestle somebody else because AJ Styles won't wrestle me. I said, well, hell, what the hell you booking him for? Send his ass all along the way. Let him go to some other company. Let him go wrestle his friends for the 1,000th time. Let him go be protected, bitch. AJ, the way I see things, you got one or two choices. Number one, you can step up, you can shut me up, you can wrestle me, and you can prove that you're better than me. Or number two, you can get your dumb ass behind a camera, or in front of camera, I should say. You can get your dumb ass in front of camera, and you can tell the world that you're scared of me. You can tell them that I intimidate you. Tell them how much you fear me and how much I'll beat your ass if you step in the ring with me. You see, we're cut from two different fabrics. We come from a different breed, AJ. You're this spot guy, this high flyer. You're not a heavyweight, I'm sorry. You do a couple cool flips, you're okay at best. I'm a workhorse. I beat ass. That's what I do, AJ. I whoop ass. And that's what the fuck's gonna happen to you come April if your ass shows up at AML, whatever the hell the promotion's called. You gotta excuse me, because I am frustrated, I'm furious that how much you can protect yourself from guys like me, but yet still have the nerve to call yourself the best wrestler in the world. That shit makes me sick. Because you're nothing. And come April, I'll prove it if you got the balls to show up.